business class. We're in our car. We're in Bagdogra. Just arrived and a bit warm, about 24-25 degrees. And this is our car. Driver here. He's going to take us all the way to the Mayfair. Bugs in the back. It's our first look of the region. Exciting. It's good to be here. We can get out of Delhi. What off? No more at the moment, thank you. A few hours to Darjeeling, and you can tell already it looks different to what you left behind. So this is Bagdogra then, the town? Okay. Lots of shops, motorbikes, lots of people.
Our Darjeeling is very different.
Is it?
Yes, because actually we are Nepali. You know Nepali Gorkha?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
We are Gorkha. Right. So many Gorkha live in Darjeeling.
Ah, right. The Gurkhas did an awful lot for Britain during the war.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Kind of interesting, reminiscent of California last year, lots of twists and turns. I'm sure this man is much more competent driver than I am. Fairly big vehicles coming around as well, with full of propane tanks. Want to meet that. Oh my God. This is glad this man knows what he's doing. Oh my fucking Christ, he's going to try and pass here. Jesus Christ. Itching to get past. I've been meant to try and do it here. Got anybody further that way? We've been travelling for about 1.5 hours, and we've got another 1.5 hours to go. I don't know whether the video does it justice at all. It's fucking terrifying, to be honest with you. Occasionally, you're going to get a little glimpse of the view, and like there, for example, and you realise how high up you are. and we can only assume if we're going for another hour and a half we're going to be climbing even further. We've just been given the option of having a rest, a toilet break, which we've declined. We just want to just push on and carry on. All we've got to do is just sit in the back and enjoy the views and enjoy the ride, but nonetheless it's still a little bit scary. This is speaking from someone who doesn't really mind heights and things. It's not the height, it's the drop. But we're following the train track, or which I thought we were. I thought we saw it a moment ago. But the train track, oh yeah, we are. Yeah, just on the train track here, which I gather runs all the way in to Darjeeling. I think this is the 7-hour journey from the railway station. The name escapes me. New Jalpaiguri, I think. And it takes 7 hours to reach Darjeeling on that. So sitting on a wooden bench on a train, I think I'd rather be in the back of the car. Although I don't know whether or not you'd feel slightly safer in the train. I don't know. Anyway, we're pushing on. Jim, how are you bearing up over there on that side?
Trying to get a bit of GoPro.
Yeah.
It's cloudy now.
It is a little bit cloudy. You can certainly feel the air temperature's dropped. I have a bit of a headache, and I don't know whether or not it is anything to do with altitude or whether or not it is just sort of fatigue. I really don't know. But we are enjoying ourselves anyway, and pushing on to Darjeeling. We must be getting close to being told that that's the way to the hotel. That was the way to the town. So I think we're getting close now. Absolutely loads of school kids, isn't there? It's like when you see cattle going to market. In the middle of the road. Quite a road, quite a road. Ah, this looks familiar. This is it?
Yeah.
Ah, here we are, we've arrived.
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wind the window up. Hello. We're in. This is the Mayfair Darjeeling, and very nice it is too. It's like lodges, and very, very cosy. I like it. I like it a lot. I had a feeling it might be very similar to Cambria last year. Don't know why. I suppose it's nothing really like that, but all these are complimentary, which we very much approve of. Water, crisp, snacks. We've been welcomed with some Darjeeling tea. Jim is just coming out of the toilet now. He's going to make an appearance any second. Any second. And there he is. Got a bit of bother?
Not a bit of bother.
What's up?
Bit of Delhi. Delhi's what's up.
Yeah, it's left its mark, hasn't it? Have you left a mark, or have you managed to clean it?
No,
Good, good.
I cleaned up after. So.
Good lad. We've got a great view. We've got a little balcony veranda here, which is all to ourselves. We can have a cup of tea or a beer or I don't know, anything we want. and we'll be able to get a good view of the town. This is all room service then, is it?
Yeah.
So there's quite a... Bloody hell, there's a good selection, isn't there? Nice biryani. 365 rupees, so what's that? 365?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Should we sod the trek?
Right?
Let's sod the trek. Let's just stay here. It's nice. Evening all. We're here in the Mayfair Hotel in Darjeeling, and we did order some food to the room, as it turns out. Surprise, surprise. And cheap, good value, and tasty as well. Slight communication issues, but we got there. And Jim's left some of his. Jim's not feeling 100%. We're not in bed together. It should just be.
There's a gap.
There's a gap.
Well, there ain't even a gap, but 2 beds.
We're going to put some pillars down there, so we're going to close the gap, and I can roll over and he can roll too. Yeah, Jim's not been feeling too cracking, have you, today?
No. Not good.
What do you think might be wrong with you? What are your symptoms?
Shitting a lot. Shitting a lot of liquid. A lot of bad wind that smells like sewage.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Just a horrible feeling like, wow, the stomach's going.
Is it of impending doom?
Yeah, a bit of acid up here.
Yeah, well, I've had that too.
A bit of headache.
I've had that too.
Aching limbs.
A little bit of that. So generally, not feeling too
Swell.
Too swell. But the likelihood is it's just sort of catching up on it's the travel and things like that, and catching up on sleep and whatever. I mean, the sickness could also be the myriad of various street food we've eaten over the past few days, with flies on it that have been all over human shit and things like that. So there's all kinds of reasons for why this one here might have the shits.
You've not been doing it yourself.
Oh yeah, no. All right, not bad. Yeah, I've been a little bit frequent as well.
I started before mine.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. And they haven't. The thing is, they haven't thought on here at the Mayfair, because they supplied us with about 1.5 rolls of toilet tissue. Not very big toilet tissue either, and have we used it all yet?
No, there's a fair bit left of the second row. We've used a lot. They've only been here a few hours.
And they should have known that. I don't know why they would have known it, but if we'd have said, we're coming from Delhi, they might have stocked up for us and put a few extra in there. Anyway, we're hoping that after a good night's kip, we start to feel better and pick up a little bit, because of course the day after, on Thursday, we're going on the trek, and that's going to involve being out for 4 days, walking, and I think it could be psychological a bit, and we are about 7,000 feet up. Whether or not at 7,000 feet you start to have any effects of altitude, it's not sickness, but you can feel it. I think you can. I think you can sort of feel like you're having to breathe a little bit more, and air's a little bit thinner and things. And it's really cold as well. We've actually got on a couple of heaters. That's not on at the moment, but the one over down there is switched on, and seems to be doing the trick, keeping the place warm. So we could be all right. The beds are comfortable and things, so we're all right. White cotton again though, which is a bit of a problem with. But
I've got a pad in.
Oh yeah. You sure you want to include that on the video?
Got my pants on under ginghams.
He's got his gingham PJs on, and he's padded up as well.
Just in case.
Just in case there's any leakage. And you think I'm joking? Yeah, well, I'm not joking. He really is. But wise man. He's obviously been here before. Anyhow, possibly bedtime. If anything eventful happens in the meantime, then of course we'll come back.
Snake.
Trouser snake. Well, I'm going to edit that bit out, not a trouser snake. But if he shits, if he shits himself... Right, good night. What a state.
Fuck off.
Day we on Wednesday. We arrived in Darjeeling yesterday. And, well, I think it's safe to say that we both had a... Well, I didn't sleep too bad, to be honest with you, but the run up to the night sleep and then since waking up's not been too cracking, has it? So, first thing we noticed, middle of the night, we woke up, we both commented on how little air there was, little oxygen. You know, you do feel it. It feels as though you've got like a chest infection, like a cold, and you're having to sort of... You're breathing, but you don't feel like you're getting the same amount of oxygen in. It feels like there's something restricting it. Which is, you know, something what we need to get used to, I suppose. Like a bit of a mess. And then to add to that, neither of us are feeling too fantastic. Jim particularly is unwell, and
about 20 times.
About 20 times to the loo, and that in itself is having a few problems because we're having issues with the flush now, and getting to that stage where we might have to ask for maintenance help. Oh, anyway. Okay. So we're setting off. We're going to go and investigate Darjeeling, and there's the Mountaineering Institute, which is not far away by all accounts. Go and pick ourselves up some canisters of oxygen, and get some food maybe, and maybe even see if we can call in at the reception and see if the Wi-Fi is any better there. 'Cause it's been a bit patchy. We've got one of the chappies from Ashmeeta Trek coming round later on to organise tomorrow, and we could do with just making sure that he knows what's happening and that he knows where we are. Anyhow, we're going to go and investigate, okay? So we'll show you what it's like outside the room. This is our little balcony area, little veranda, looking out over the complex. They're quite colourful. Right, so we've got a little gymnasium. They thought of everything, haven't they? Little gymnasium in there, some treadmills. If you fancy, you know, being even more out of breath. And the reception here. Very nice. We've got a nice nice spot for sure. So we just left the complex, our hotel, and it's already a bit of a steep climb just to get up here. And this is something we're going to have to get used to. We only walked uphill a little bit. Literally 2 minutes. Spotted a little covered market. No shortage of woolly hats for you there, Jim. Oh, they'll have some gloves. Just come out of the indoor market. This little square. You don't look bad at all. I've been just walking for a little while down the hill, down a hill, fairly strenuous on the knees because it is actually steep. Probably doesn't look that steep on this, but it is. There's so many things what look pretty good. And we just wish we had the confidence to try it, and it's not. I think it's mainly because of fear of what might happen based on how we felt for the past. Just debating maybe getting some scram. It all looks so good, but then they also sell loo roll. Right, Jim's had an idea. We're a little bit. Go on then.
Crafty idea of going into the bookstore, finding a guide on Darjeeling, looking at what's recommended to eat, and then go eat.
And that's what we're going to go and do. What you got there, Steve? Success. Whether or not there's any scram joints in there, I don't know, but there's certainly a map, which is what we could do with.
Nice.
So, and if we start to hyperventilate later, we can
I think that's likely.
breathe into that. We've suddenly realised everything's going to be all alright again because Jim spotted the Colonel. Just withdrawn some cash. Unfortunately, Jim's got a little issue. His card's blocked. Tried to take out 15,000 rupees, 150 quid, which seems to be about the limit you can take out per day, and Jim's card's blocked, so the only thing he can do is to contact the bank. It's not good. So situation regarding paying this guy then, we still owe a little bit, don't we? And that maximum I've got, so I could do with counting what I've got then, couldn't I, to see what if we need to pay him. Well, worst things happen at sea, you know. How's your ass feeling? No. Steeping, isn't it, Dad? Here we go, having a little walk through the little market. Now Jim's perked up a little bit on account of the fact that he's been authorised to use his card, so that's great. So we're going to go back, and I've bought some sauce from this lady here for Sarah and my mum. Hey, we've got monkeys in the trees here. Trying again. Here it comes. Oh. Cash. Current. 15,000 on campus, yeah. That's rupees for the viewers, he's not minted. Oh, he's paying out. She's paying out. You've won. His face now, he's got some money. He stopped shitting himself. Can't win by that. Hello, you bastard! Yeah, and we're back. A little jaunt around Darjeeling, very nice it was. Well, so Subhash, who's the tour guide from Ashmeeta Trek, is going to be meeting us in about an hour's time or thereabouts, and he's coming for final payment. We've paid 15% for the trek so far. It's costing us £180 each, and we're still a little undecided as to what to do. When we left this morning, I mean, it was a very steep hill, but we were really feeling it, and I felt it going up those hills, sort of like my chest and things, and you do feel like there's a lot less oxygen, and I know that the higher we go, the harder that's going to become, and it's going to be a pretty intense trek, I think, as well. So we're going to have a little talk about it anyway, and we're going to weigh it up. I mean, it's a nice little hotel, and Jim's here now as well. He's just been to the. What have you been doing, Jim? You've been there ages. What have you been doing?
What?
You been doing?
A little rinse.
A little rinse down.
Yeah.
I've just been explaining that we need to have a little discussion, don't we, about what to do. I was just saying that if put it this way, if Sebastian phoned us up and said, "Oh, it's all off. It's all off. Oh, Christ, sorry, lads, it's all off. You're going to have to stay here for the next 4 or 5 days, but don't worry, we can take you up to the gum monastery, take you to a tea plantation, we can do this, we can do that." I don't know whether or not I'd be secretly happy about it, but then I know that if we did do this trek, ultimately I'd probably enjoy it a lot more. There's no dirty underwear in there if that's what you're looking for.
Where's the sanitizer?
Sanitizer isn't there. Look in that little compartment at the back. wedged in between the toilet roll. We had to take toilet roll out with us. It's the first holiday I've ever felt the need to take a toilet paper. Should be.
Oh, inside the roll?
Actually inside the roll, yeah.
Who does that?
Me. I'm thinking, that's why. Oh yeah. So that's what we're going to have a little think about anyway. But it is a nice place. They've turned our beds down. They've made them all nice and neat again. And have they stocked back up with crisps?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And tea.
And tea.
Have a cuppa.
Yeah, let's have a
A watering
cuppa.
kettle.
That's a little cuppa. Oh, excellent.
So I know what's in there, because you did it before.
Yeah, okay.
It smells like deli.
Oh, really, does it? Yeah, that smell. My God, don't miss
That's
that.
mad.
I don't miss that at all. Oh, I feel, I feel as though like I've worked. My chest and my lungs have worked.
Dude, that still smells of coffee, so they're not exactly.
Just give them a rinse out with some hot water when we've boiled the hot water. I feel like my lungs have worked there, and that's just walking around the town. But I don't know. Well, let's have a cup of tea. Yeah, of course
Do
you
you
can.
want the American breakfast or Earl Grey?
I'll have the Earl Grey, please.
I thought you might.
What are you saying?
Thought you might.
Okay, right. Let's have a chat. I'm turning you off now. We're going to have to confer, but in private. It's private discussion. Right, well, we've met the main man, Subash, and very charming he was as well. We had a bit of a discussion about it, and we went down there. I got a cramp then. We went down there reasonably confident and straight in with it, and basically told him that we'd been shitting ourselves for 2 days straight. Slight exaggeration, but you know. And he was all right, wasn't he, Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
nice guy.
Nice guy. So what he has done for us is put together a little option, a little itinerary. So we're now, this is our trek, what we're doing. We can't make it out too clearly, but basically we're going to be travelling from here 2 or 3 hours to Mane Baijiang by car, which is where the trek would have started anyway. And then from there we are travelling to a place called Tonglu, which, from what I can gather, is one of the high peaks. Not quite as high up as Sandakphu, but it's, in fact, does it even tell you on there? It's 3,070 metres, whereas Sandakphu is 3,636 metres, so it's a little bit lower. Still pretty high, though, actually, to be fair. And we're staying overnight at a lodge, or I don't know if it's a homestay or a lodge or what it is, and then we're going to be coming back on the second day to where we began, to Mane Baijiang, and then back to Darjeeling.